How's it going, guys? My name is Jakefog and welcome back to episode number 47 of my Football Manager 2020 journey, here today with Leeds United. And now that season 4 is finished, we have one more game remaining, and that is our third consecutive FA Cup final. We've won it the last 2 times. Can we win it for a third? Can we do the three-peat? Hopefully so. Our opposition today are Norwich City. I did mention it in the last episode, but if you did miss that, they did actually finish at 15th in the Premier League, so it definitely could have got a tougher opponent for the final. But obviously, it's just one game, and anything can happen at Wembley. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. A couple of things to talk about quickly in terms of awards, if I can find it. I actually managed to get myself Manager of the Year in the Premier League, which is absolutely fantastic. Have I won it before? Yeah, I won it last year as well. So yeah, it's nice. It's always a nice award to win. Is Manager of the Year. Obviously, disappointing end to the season, finishing in 6th, but still not a bad season all in all. And then also interestingly, in the Team of the Year, if I can find it, where is it? There we go. Leeds United player named in Players Team of the Year, and Alphonso Davies actually got into the Players Team of the Year at left back, which is, I mean, he's our only player in the side, but it's a testament to how good he is. Unfortunately, once again, he's injured, so he's going to be missing the final today, which is incredibly frustrating. But what can you do? Before I do get into the final, obviously, I am also, at the end of this episode, I'm going to do a little rundown of the season, talk through a few things, talk about my plans over the summer transfer window, where I want to strengthen, etc., etc. I think we're going to be in for a pretty big transfer window. Obviously, we'll get our budgets as well. So hopefully, we'll be getting plenty of money. Once again, another thing that I mentioned in the last episode, we've got a big balance at the moment. And according to our projection, we are projected to be given a £101 million transfer budget, which, I mean, there's potential there to make some big signings. And anyway, let's get into the game. Let's select the lineup. And before I do, as always, if you do enjoy today's episode, I just want to say, please do be sure to leave a like if you do enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here or you are not yet already subscribed. Be greatly appreciated. But anyway, lineups wise, am I going to play? I don't know. I think I'm gonna play Hickey at left wing back. Well, I'll move him to left back, and I'm gonna bring Kelvin in at right wing back. Get Leif Davis on the bench just in case. Unfortunately, Ibrahim is injured, so he won't be making any appearances off the bench today. I was thinking about bringing in Ole Söderberg. Ole Söderberg has been injured, but he's still pretty fit, so I think I'm going to risk him. Obviously, it's a huge game, and he is one of my best players. So I think I've got to start him, and obviously I've got to start Montagno as well. And then alongside Courtney, I'm going to give McCalmont the nod. He has been in fantastic form as of late, and hopefully he can continue that form into today's game. Anyone else that I'm obviously missing out of the side that should be in the team? I don't really think so. So the lineup is going to be Pavlenka in goal, Franceschi and Sistana at the back with Phillips just in front of them, Hickey left wing back, Kelvin right wing back, McCalmont and Söderberg in the middle, Maria on the left, Galeno on the right, and Montagno up top. One last chance to get some goals to finish off the season. He scored a fair amount of goals for me this season. He scored nowhere near the amount of goals that he scored last season, which is obviously a huge shame. But he had such a good season last season. It'd be hard for him to expect. It'd be hard to expect those kind of heroics off him once again. And there was something I'm going to do. I remember what it was going to be. Because it's the FA Cup final, let's watch it in 3D. Let's get the TV highlights rolling. And hopefully we're in for a nice, entertaining game. Plenty of goals. Hopefully we can get a nice result as Galeno puts us not in the lead early on, because unfortunately he was in an offside position when the header came down to put it into the back of the net. So just see the 3D replay. You can see there. It's not far offside, but he is just offside, unfortunately. And that would have been a nice way to start things off, just 10 minutes into the game. But unfortunately, it is not to be. And so far, it's been a fairly equal affair. Just hopefully we can get ourselves onto the front foot and get ourselves an early goal. I don't want this game to drag on too long. I don't want to be waiting later and later and later. I don't want it to go to extra time. I don't want it to go to penalties. The sooner we can get this game wrapped up, hopefully, the better. And also another thing I didn't even mention, we have to win this game to qualify for the Europa League. That's pretty big. If we don't, because Norwich are so low down in the table, they'll go into the Europa League and we'll be in the UEFA Conference League, a competition that we've not been in yet, but obviously we want to be in the best of the best European competitions, and if we can't be in the Champions League, I only really want to be in the Europa League. I'm really not bothered about the UEFA Conference League or whatever it's called. That doesn't really appeal that much to me. It's not as good of a competition, obviously, and we've won the Europa League once. No reason why we can't go on and win it again, as we're playing the ball round nicely here, and Kelvin's got it on the right hand side. Can he pick out a ball into the middle? He can. Maria at the far post. This time he's onside, unlike Galeno earlier on in the game, and he heads us into a 1-0 lead with just 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Going into half time with a lead would be ideal, and we have managed to get ourselves that lead. A great bit of work from Kelvin. Great ball across the face of goal. And Maria out-jumps the right back. Is it Aarons? It is Max Aarons. Out-jumps him and heads it pretty easily into that top corner, as half-time is nearly upon us. Just a couple minutes remaining. We are into 1 minute of added time. And there we go. Half-time so far. A very, very dominant display. And we deservedly hold the lead. I'm going to tell them not to get complacent. Don't think that the job is done, because, well, it is far from over. It's the first highlight of the second half. The rain is absolutely pouring down as well. Be interesting to see if that's going to have any of an effect. I don't really know if the weather makes much of an effect on the way that the ball moves in Football Manager. I mean, I've never really noticed it myself, but that's a poor kick from the Norwich goalkeeper, Emi Martinez, I believe it is. It's Kelvin. Can he get his second assist of the game? He picks out Maria. Oh, it's off the post, and Juan Foyth clears it out for a throw-in. Maria nearly grabbing his second goal of the game, but so far he is the hero of this FA Cup final. But it looks like Norwich have a free kick in a very dangerous position. Robertone is going to take it, and it flies wide. I think Pavlenka would have had it covered anyway. He was pretty confident that it was going wide. He didn't even dive for it, and he knew that he knew it was going wide all the way through. And, well, just 20 minutes left. I think I'm going to make a couple of changes. I'm going to bring on Garcia up top and put Bogus in that advanced playmaker role in the centre of midfield. Hopefully just get some fresh legs out there, and hopefully we can go on. We can solidify. We can... I don't even know if that's the right phrase to use, but, I mean, he's absolutely legging it. He's fuming. Bogus, and the referee's given a penalty for a push. The VAR referee recommended the decision. Maria for his second goal. It's saved by Martinez. A good save down to his right. And Maria's going to be very, very disappointed to have missed that. That would have been a goal to potentially put the game beyond doubt. And from the resulting corner, it's just hoofed clear by the Norwich player. And now Pedrinho picks it up. He's got a man for company. And he just skips past him, and now Norwich are in a very dangerous position. Chalobah, that is one of the worst shots I think I've ever seen in my life. He just scuffed it wide. And with 10 minutes left, I'm going to give him a little shout. Get creative, keep going, grab yourselves another goal. But time is slowly ticking away. We're nearly into injury time now. As the corner comes in, it's headed clear. Big leap from Sistana, but Norwich pick up the loose ball. Now Robertson's got a lot of space into Mariano in the middle. And it's zoomed in on the referee. Is he offside? I think he's just offside. Oh my goodness, we have got away with one there. Wow. In the 90th minute. Oh, I mean, just offside. Robertson was an absolute mile offside. I think Mariano was probably onside when the ball got played to him. But the man playing it in was offside. And there we go, full time. It's a pretty dull 1-0 win, ultimately. But there you go. We got the trophy celebration in the pouring rain. And now are we going to... Yeah, there we go. Carrying the trophy around the pitch. There I am in my lovely little tracksuit. Showing it off right in front of all the Norwich fans. I mean, you hate to see it if you're a Norwich fan. You love to see it as a Leeds fan. There he goes, lifting the trophy. Just like, look what you could have won, lads. I think it switches in a second to another angle, which it just makes me laugh so much. Go on, do it. You know you want to. You know you want to. Any moment now. It's not going to do it. It's not going to do it. Come on. Go on, switch angle. I'm just waiting for absolutely nothing here. Come on. Well, okay. Well, that was that was cut short. But I'm just going to tell them congratulations. That was a good performance out there. didn't even get to congratulate them on winning the trophy. I mean, that's the third time that we've won it in a row. Surely a little bit of a celebration is due. But now, obviously, the end of season, and it's time for all of our end of season awards, budgets, everything like that. Let's see, have we got it here? We've qualified for the Europa League. That's a big one. 3.89 million for winning against Norwich in the FA Cup final. We've done the double. The Emirates FA Cup and the UEFA Super Cup in the same season. You know what? I'll take it. Calvin Phillips with a 7.89 average rating across the competition. Fantastic stuff. Medals for the FA Cup win. Don't care about that. Leeds United win FA Cup. I'm not going to bother with the press conference. Who really cares? Forget one of the top English managers. Oh, hello. Am I in the Hall of Fame? Whereabouts am I? I'm 8th in the Hall of Fame. Obviously, I've got Don Revie in my sights. Obviously, the legendary Leeds United manager. But 8th position. Still got a long way to go to catch up Bob Paisley of Liverpool. But hopefully, we will be there eventually 3 times in a row for Leeds United. 14-1 to win the FA Cup. And we've only gone and done it for the 3rd time in a row. Board happy with it. Like I said, we qualified for the Europa League. 850k paid out. Review. Let's see. Who was the... Carlisle were the biggest overachievers and Manchester City were the biggest underachievers, and apparently the best match was a 1-1 draw between Oldham and Bolton where Oldham won on penalties. I mean, I personally thought my 5-1 win against Manchester United was pretty good, but apparently that one takes the cake. Right, anyway, I should have my budgets coming through in just a moment. Are we gonna get them? Maybe if it advances to the next day, we'll get it. We'll get the end of season awards. Then we can start talking a little bit about the season, a little bit of a seasonal review, and talk about next season, as Alejandro Iribarren is on World Cup duty with the Spain under-20s, which reminds me I probably should send a scout to do that, but I'll sort that once the video finishes. Let's see, players inducted into Leeds overall best 11, Mikic and Soderberg. Neither of them currently in the starting lineup. If we just have a little look at the best 11, I'm assuming, yes, Soderberg and Mikic both on the bench, but I would not be surprised to see both of them eventually end up being starting players. Especially with, Helder Costa hasn't really played much for me recently, but then again, haven't really been able to stick with a left winger for a long time. Interesting, Stuart Dallas is still in there, Ethan Ampadu's still in there after 2 great seasons on loan with us. The end of season awards. Calvin Phillips player of the season. Ole Soderberg got goal of the season. Let's watch this. I can't really remember it, so we'll have a little look. Was this in the FA Cup or was this in the league? Oh, it's a free kick. Great free kick, to be fair, from about 30-ish yards out, right into that top corner. Decent goal for goal of the season. Leandro Garcia signing of the season. 14.5 million. He's not had a great season, if I'm being honest. 6.91 average rating across all the games that he's played. He's been a little bit disappointing, but hopefully he can start to kick on next season. And hopefully we will really start to see the best out of him, because I've got really, really high hopes from him. I think he could go on and be a fantastic striker. The Argentinian won the kid. And Fabricio Mikic won Young Player of the Season. 7.27 average rating across the course of the season. 11 goals, 7 assists. He's been pretty good. Club vision and expectation meeting. Now, what I don't like is I don't like signing high reputation players. So I'm going to try and get myself out of that one. Suggest it? No. Can we get rid of it, please? Suggest. Okay, they're happy with that. Work within the wage budget. Minimum 3 years contracts for first team players. Maintain the best youth system in the country. Maintain the best youth system in the world. I didn't even realise we had the best youth system in the country and the world. Oh, well, that's nice. Season objectives, end of next season. Premier League top half. Europa League reach the quarter-final minimum. We can definitely do that. We'll just accept the vision that the club has put forward. Squad dynamics, if anyone's interested. Cooper, Phillips and Pavlenka are the team leaders, although Cooper I don't think will be with us for much longer. End of season team meeting. Let's see. I think we can finish top half. Yeah, they like that. Pleased with all of you that agree with me. Continue on. Look at that. Oh, who's been the big injury players? Helder Costa, Maria. Interestingly, what's his face? Alphonso Davies doesn't seem to be particularly high up, but you can see there he's had 9 injuries this season. His longest was only for 2 weeks, but to have 9 injuries throughout the season is a little bit of a concern. End of season break. Training camp Where's the plan? Singapore's the plan for the training camp. I want to go to the USA. We're going to the USA. I think we went there last season, and we've still not got our budgets for next season. Come on, I want to know how much money they're giving me. Right, I can see it here. Board set initial budgets and a new scouting budget. So the current financial fair play period for the UEFA Champions League, blah, 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 blah. Over the period in question, the club has made a profit of £377 million. I mean, I think we've just about qualified for the make a loss of no more than 4.3 million. I think it's safe to say. Financial fair play, 305 million in that period. We're hit with a £22 million tax bill. You hate to see that. Commercial summary, 8 new deals worth £7 million a year. Bloody hell. Our annual sponsorship revenue is up by 6 million. That's what we like to see. Most notable new deal, Continental Competition sponsor, 1 year deal worth £2.1 million, previously valued at £1.4 million. Is there a way for me to actually have a little look? Yeah, my sponsorships. What is my current biggest sponsorship? 7 additional club partners. So we've got this general one that run. Oh, that must be a new one. Oh, none of these sponsorship deals run out for a couple of years yet. The stadium sponsorship runs out in 2025, and that's the closest one to expiry. Which is, I mean, it's a little. It's all right, but it's kind of like we could probably get bigger sponsorships if we weren't tied in for such long sponsorship deals. I mean, it's a shame, but what can you do? Maybe we'll get a big sponsorship next season if we have a good season. That is. But anyway, new scouting budget is just going to be 720k because that covers the top world package and top senior package and youth packages. And now the initial budgets, it did say we were projected 101 million, and we've got 100 million. We've got a wage budget of 2 million. Now, I don't think our budget is our current. Yeah, I thought we were only spending about 1 million. Now we've got 949k in the bank for the wage budget, 100 million for the transfer budget. I tell you what, I'm going to have some fun in this transfer window. So, with that being said, let's have a quick little look at what went wrong this season. So, I'm just going to focus really on the Premier League. Because you can see we came out, we had a good start to the season, and then after this Fulham game in November, that's where we had the winter break. We'd lost 2 games, we'd drawn 3, and we'd won the rest. We're doing really, really well. We came back with a win, but then this little period here after we first came back from the Liverpool game really to the West Ham game, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 losses in there. What's that? 5 draws and just 4 wins, and that really, really cost us at the end of the day. Just a couple more wins in there. Like you see, we finished 8 points behind Arsenal. If we could have just booked our ideas up a little bit, we would definitely be looking at a top 4 finish this season. It's so frustrating, but I think obviously the squad depth isn't great. And it's not. The squad depth needs a lot of work, and I think this really showed. You could see here, like this little run in February, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday, and then if you throw in the Champions League into that as well, whereabouts were we? Midweek games all over the shop. We're playing how many games did we play there? We played 8 games in February. We played 8 games again in April, and I think it just took its toll on us a little bit, and we need a lot. Obviously, getting to the Champions League semi-final was incredible, and so disappointing after we beat PSG 3-2 in the first leg and lost 4-1 in the second leg, in the home leg as well. It was heartbreaking, absolutely heartbreaking. I'm still not really over it. In terms of the squad, so we've got a lot of good players. We do, but like I said, our squad depth is just. It's not really there. If I can have a look at the squad depth. So it's for example, Alphonso Davies I don't use on a left wing. Galeno I rarely use on a left wing. Helder Costa I've hardly played this season. He's played 14 times for me. He's only made 10 starts, 7 of those being in the league. And I don't think he's that good. And considering in reality he is probably our second choice left winger, it needs some serious work. And we've got 2 very good strikers, 2 strikers I'm very happy with, but they just haven't really performed to the level that I expected of them this season. My midfield I'm fairly happy with, but again, Bogus, Söderberg and McCalmont are my 3 best players, and those are the 3 that I only really use. And then I use Irabarren as well, but he's still more of a development player. Look at Alenya here, played 10 games all season, and he's considered my 5th best central midfielder. Right wing back, Kelvin, he's done okay, but he has not really been as good as I was hoping him to be. Obviously, behind Alphonso Davies, we've got Leif Davis, who, unfortunately, as much as I like him, he's a League One quality player. He's not Premier League quality, although he's done well for me when he stepped in. Holding midfield, Phillips, Kenny and McCallum, I'm pretty happy as them for his holding midfielders. And then centre-back, we've got a lot of youth in centre-back in Kenny and Franceschi, two players that have lots of potential, even though Kenny is apparently declining a little bit. But yeah, and Franceschi, he's been getting better and better all season. I think he's going to go on to be an absolute superstar. I'm really excited to see how he develops. But to be honest, I genuinely think that I probably need to make 5 or 6 starting quality signings, and that's going to be tough. But I've got 100 million to play with. Hopefully we can find some bargains. I've got my eyes on a few players, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. You'll have to wait and see them in the next episode, which will be on Monday, hopefully, assuming everything goes to plan. But yeah, that is where I am going to finish off today's episode. Thank you everyone for watching, especially along this season. And if you've watched the entire series so far, a huge thank you if you stick around for all the videos, even when I waffle on and just chat a load of rubbish. Thank you so much. But yeah, that is where I'm going to finish off today's episode. As always, thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please do be sure to leave a like if you haven't already, and subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, and I'll catch you in the next episode.